Mid very easily. Not going to happen. You know he's going to play topside. As long as no rotations can come from that area, you can play aggressively like a Razor is ought to do in this mid lane.
Do you think Nigma put more priority in the laning phase, seeing how game one went?
It feels that way. I think it was more just they got the Timber, they got the Snapfire, and from there, you know, we don't know who the hell's playing any of these heroes based on the record of the squad throughout the tournament. So you don't really know anything as VP, and you give away very easily. Not going to happen. You know he's going to play topside. As long as no rotation can come from that area,
so having that information means that just inherently Nigma was going to be set up. Do you think Nigma put more priority in the laning phase? Yeah, right now you can see a top 3 CS on the board.
It feels that way. I think it was more just they got the Timber, they got the Snapfire, and no one's built. You know, we don't know against Razor. I think we want a couple points from Lightning from spam out, but this means we will have still potential throughout the tournament. When it comes to you don't really know anything again. He wants to be able to play very high. Not going to happen. You know he's going to try topside up without it. In that area,
so having that information means that just inherently Nigma was going to be set up. Put more priority in the laning phase? Yeah, right now you can see a top 3 CS on the board.
I think it was more just they got the Timber, they got the Snapfire. No one's built. You know, we don't know against Razor. I think we want a couple points from Lightning from spam out, but this means we'll have still throughout the tournament.
Last time around,
you don't really know anything again.
20 minutes
wants
to
to
get
play very high. Not going to happen. You know he's going to try topside up without it. From that area,
having that information means that just inherently Nigma was going to put more priority in the laning phase. Yeah, right now you can see a top 3 CS on the board.
I think it was more just they got the Timber, they got the Snapfire. No one's built. You know, we don't know against Razor. I think we want a couple points from Lightning from spam out, but
last time around, you don't really know anything again. 20 minutes to get this play very high.
Not going to happen. You know he's going to try topside up without it. From that area,
put more priority in the laning phase. Yeah, right now you can see a top 3 CS on the board.
I think it was more just they got the Timber, they got the Snapfire. No one's built. You know, we don't know against Razor. I think we want a couple points from Lightning from spam out, but last time around, you don't really know anything. You want to get it over that. We hope killing an aerial fight. Put more priority in the laning phase. Yeah, right now you can see a top 3 CS on the board. Has the time to also quad check. while stacking. Super efficient. And we says, thank you very much. Take mid lane. That's your reward.
3K gold lead. A lot more unless Curtis Pro can do something to install this.
And another thing, note, once you start clearing stacks, that's right, when the tier 1 neutral items start to spawn. So we'll see Nigma probably have 3 or 4 within a minute or two. VP, no one's in the jungle. No one's even got a shot at getting one of those RNG drops.
Well, no one is in the jungle, and he's trying to find Weehaw there. But he's already discovering that those stacks have taken a little bit too late to the party here to catch Weehaw with his pants down. Maybe he can steal this small little stack, but it's not much to write home about. No items either, because the Razor was close, so they couldn't spawn.
3 neutral items, like it's 3 items to 0, right? Think about 6 wraith bands now in the pockets of Nigma. Yeah, you have the Iron Talons, and they do have the 1, but that is unfortunately not applicable to dealing hero damage for our poor Slark.
I mean, it looks like the Slark needs it, because now we're at the point where the Timbersaw is really going to start turning that matchup against you. He's got the Cosm, he's got this big AoE damage that always threatens you. So he needs that Iron Talon. Half the time, he's going to be jungling.
That's my problem with Slark and Timber, because as soon as Timber's 6, you just threaten. And that's my issue here. You want something that could at least make it difficult to make this move, but really, you keep throwing heroes down here. This is not going to end well for you. These heroes are so durable, they're ahead of you. You cannot kill Timber nor Medusa.
Oh, okay, there's going to be a Fissure here. That's their first kill, the first Crow. They've got Crow stuck inside the trees, but Fly Control comes in at a huge amount of burst damage, and he actually managed to already kill the Omni Knight. Now they're going to turn on to Kuman. Kuman could not go for that support anymore. Zion's going to be caught by the Chakram. He's dead as well. Hey, they did manage to kill Weehaw.
Looks like they got a sleep set up into the Leshrac combination. Either that or he just baited him in, but that's a 2 for 2. GH died as well. I think that was mid lane. That was a weird sequence of events, but they get the power off there. No.
That's weird.
Can't go figure. 10-minute spawning, however, so we're gonna have, it looks like a typical split. Top outpost, top runes will go Radiant. The bottom, of course, going towards Dire. But this is the dream now, because Miracle suddenly can position himself inside the enemy jungle, spawn with this bottom wave, play around his ancient camp, and you just plant mind control in this top tower. With Grip, maybe you can find that kill, but you need Lesh in range.
You are going to need a lot of damage here to be able to bring down this Timbersaw. Unfortunately, no one is delivering right now. They're going to be able to get a killing spree onto him, turn this into a tower push, and a KP for Nigma.
Good job there by Solo. We recognize we need to get the towers, and I am the only guy that can actually set up a kill on this Timber, and they find MC just a few seconds away from safety as a couple of his allies, notably GH, were rotating top to stand behind him, just not there yet.
Dire's top tower.
Meanwhile, to give Science this space, some farm mid lane, going to need the Blink Dagger initiative.
You're going to need an insane game from no one at this point. We're going to watch this sequence of events. Yeah, this is the thing about the Leshrac early on, right? You can see the damage output. He's just running circles around them, popping out unbelievable DPS. With Solo, which is kind of there to distract.
Yeah, an ideal situation there. You get a haste rune and you're fighting the enemy in the jungle area where there's no creeps. So that Diabolic Edict, full amount of damage.
But the thing about Nigma, you got our top tower. That's the one that they're always going to leave you. It's this mid tower that BP want to take out quick, at least quicker than they did last game. It took them, I think, 18, 19 minutes, but they were able to finally get it down. And that was when they were ahead. Now you're a bit behind. And you can see Kuro is in position. They are not going to let this go without a fight. Miracle pops over. They get the glyph off as well to track the Edict damage.
They certainly do have a lot of tower defense. Spirit goes out, threatening a stomp. They've got Snapfire ultimate ready to go. Then there's the Medusa standing on the front lines. Right now, she's, not that untouchable status, but she is still a hard target to bring down, especially.
Yeah, the issue is that Medusa, as your hard carry, can provide a lot for you. You farm the jungle very quickly, especially when they're stacks, and you can camp on a tower and defend it. Slark, at this point in the game, especially behind, is worthless. Like, this hero is completely worthless unless you catch somebody like running up a high ground into you all by himself at half HP. You're not really looking to link mid. It's just catch up for you. But the problem is that every minute that goes by where you're not pressuring Medusa, she's out farming you by 100, 200, 300 GPM even with all these stacks.
smoke up, knowing that of the essence. Got to pressure in Medusa. One way to do that. So taking towers. A ward behind the tower actually gets spotted by a preemptive sentry, and as a result, look at GA who's actually taking the Diabolic Eating to help that tower. But in the end, this smoke rotation, it is a failure for P.
And you feel the way Nigma, this game's simple for them, right? Timber is top, we is bottom. 3 heroes, camp mid. This is because Miracle wants to be able to play both sides of the jungle and defend his tier 1. In the event VP look to overcommit and get tripped in the middle, then both of the Nigma side lane cores will just start to collapse and or TP, and you're forced into a 5-on-5. The lack of stuns isn't going to punish this dire lineup because it's VP that need to get aggressive and clear this objective, take a fight.
Yeah, we could still say that it's kind of similar to Nigma's setup from last game, where because there is a lot of really good team fight on VP, like one mistake from Nigma, and they can swing that revenge in their favor. No one needs a little help here. He does manage to get the tower, but can he get out for it? It looks like he will. Solo instead is going to be the victim of the Stone Gaze. Now pushing forward, GH just hopes to get another hero. Nigma off of that pick off me, trying to pressure this tower. 2-1.
Or Solo. He tried to get spells off and fall victim to the Stone Gaze. Really nothing he can do. And now he's
okay.
Here pushing.
Dual Scepter missed Fissure as a result, and no one is going to be able to get some damage onto my control. They need to threaten this Timbersaw so they can't just assault this mid tower. And they are actually going to be able to bring in Solo, but it's going to be this Leshrac in trouble. If no one dies here, he's going to lose all his damage, and he does. My control's able to finish Monster, finds the assault. 2 dead, and Weehaw looks for a third, and Solo into the back line. So, yeah, okay, a little bit screwed up there. He could have had the kill. Now has to chase it out again. Will manage to find it.
Yeah, and Clark's contribution to that engagement was killing an archer and half HP of the creep wave. He still can't actually enter the fray because of all the spread damage that can come out from these Nigma heroes. You can't do really anything. Well, I guess the courier helps and cut away with this haste rune. But yeah, this is unfortunately not really the best.
Well, looks a curl a little bit, but definitely like the House of Pain single there. Jump around.
Yep. I don't know, no one. Very ambitious.
Yeah.
They're 3 levels behind.
I mean, you know he doesn't have Stone Gaze, but just kill you by turning on your resolution. He's going to try and pop him with the... Not there in time. It's not enough damage either. And now Virtus Pro on the run, because every single time they lose their Leshrac, there's just no damage left in the tank.
The thing is, we just don't... You know, the thing about damage, we talk a lot about how much DPS can a team or a hero deal, but it's also about how much can you withstand. Yeah. And the difference here is that let's pretend that the damage output is equal. Nigma have 3 times the EHP. If you look at their cores, consider how much armor the Timber's playing with, the health regen, the mana shield on Miracle. You know, there's just not really much you can do here as VP when you're this far behind. Your Clark is still not able to actually enter team fights. He's 4K almost behind Medusa. And honestly, this one feels more one-sided than when VP actually GG'd out last game. We're just 16 minutes in, and they're just marching to the top lane. We don't need stuns. We're 5 heroes. Come fight us, guys, or lose your own.
True, man. Going to start off getting a little damage on the Weehaw. Back link is broken, so they can play a little bit more aggressively here, especially with the Beam Script. The Stone Gaze is going to make sure it breaks at some point in time. Mind Control will be able to escape, and no one was stuck between the shop and the Fissure. He gets brought down. Now the damage is done from Virtus Pro. Kuman's going to try and come back in. You can see he's poking at a Medusa. Will be able to turn some for mana, yes, but no real threat whatsoever. Nigma just keep marching forward. Mind Control even still looking for that kill on the Slark, while Resolution has problems of his own. Trying to destroy him. Actually, now turn around with a Fissure. Okay, activates BKB. That's going to be a charge fuse. Maybe getting a kill on Zion in return. It will make a kill streak for Weehaw. Nigma win the fight and take a tier 1.
The item is interesting, man. Like, you already have a pipe on MC. He just straight up rushed it with the Soul Ring. Leshrac, no one's first 4 ticks of ultimate are useless, plus the entire draft's going to take 10% less magic damage. There really isn't any physical to speak of on VP.
Tell me to get this tick off, because it's been a great story for VP so far. They needed something like that. They needed a little light at the end of a tunnel. To Mind Control, a shining beacon there.
And you can see, people are very aware, they're not going to be in a scenario where they're getting 3-man Fissured and Echoed. The moment that grip pops, You know where the Bane's facing. The Miracle pops his ulti.
Look at that. They're just catch anybody at this point in time, and they may have just caught Weehaw with BKB down for it. Stop from GH will cover in tracks.
The Miracle's just not even looking to do anything here. There's no towers over there, guys. I just want to keep farming. I've got my Manta. Oh my god, second item Rapier. Let's go.
Well.
Is he going to do it? He has an Essence Ring.
You know, they would be... I mean, she just looks so unstoppable, but there is still a lot of team fight on deep. Like... You lose one attempt at going high ground.
But at the same time, like, a Slark with the Rapier actually really isn't even that scary right now if you were to die, but I would agree. The thing about it is because it gives True Strike now so much damage, if you consider that the fact that, you know, you're really just not killing Miracle right now unless he were to get caught out completely alone. In theory, he just goes and stands on the high ground and kills a building in 10 hits. His timber dives to make space.
It looks like
he's just going to do it, apparently.
Young lad's going to go for it. Well, I'm about it because it will certainly make this game interesting. It's going to end quickly one way or another.
I'm telling you this. I think if no changes by TI time, I could see this becoming mainstream.
For sure.
Because True Strike's just too good, and if you can, it is the most cost-efficient like damage for gold item in Dota as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, it drops on death, but you know, in a perfect world, you're not dying, right?
Is there any way you can be like almost too far away that you could just easily pick up a safe option still in the game? Oh, what a cookie into a combo there from Kuro. Tell he's been brushing up on his cooking recipes.
There's going to be a blink on the Shaker soon. They desperately need that on VP. Zayak is really their only hope at this point. He's the man that's going to be responsible for turning this one around.
God, he's going to force die here. So close to the blink dagger, but they know he's somewhere around here. Fortunately, right away. Sneaking on out.
Suman has that diffusal, but still, you know, no real game impact whatsoever.
Oh, yes. That Roshan kill will give him his Divine Rapier.
And the Aegis. And you talk about looking to get things done quick. Right? This is how you do it. And you get this Aegis, you are most likely going to just walk up a high ground, especially the Rapier.
Virtus Pro. I feel like there was already a situation where they had to get a little creative with the game, you know, but now even more so where they can't even think about a project fight.
It just feels like from a strategic development standpoint, they've been focusing too much on individual hero matchups and not how these team concepts are actually going to play out against each other. Because you just don't have the ability to fight in the mid game. You cannot make real moves. And you can see the crowd go nuts.
Yeah.
You got something, a courier, baby. Maybe that's what it takes to get VP back into this.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
An 8,000 net worth lead for Nigma right now. It's 14-4 at 20 minutes in. A big lead, but one item drops on the ground.
And it's picked up. It's picked up, Cap. Miracle's got it. And he's going to walk straight down bottom. Weehaw collects the free kill on the Shaker. No blink dagger for this engagement for Zayak unless he finds time after that respawn. Oh, he purchased it just before he died. Oof, that would have been very bad. So.
Okay, so then they have that. I don't know how they take a team fight though, because they can't jump Miracle for obvious reasons. He's got an Aegis. You can't really jump the people around Miracle because he outputs too much damage.
And you gotta, I think, just do something quirky here, like, I don't know, blade mail spam or something. No one cannot afford to buy bots. An item that provides no damage or HP as the enemy is literally walking at your base. You're looking at this game right now, Nick.
Give this up some. I legit think they just might have a split push.
They'll just literally kill the racks and go hit tier 3s, or tier 4s rather.
Well, the tier 3's dropping it in a hurry. He's trying to slow it down by nightmaring him. Giving up his life for what? A second? Maybe 2 of being able to pretend it. And you said it, Kyle. They're going to go straight for the throne. That's exactly what Nigma's going to do here. They're already hitting tier 4s. They're saying, come back here, Bearded Bro. You have to fight us sometime. Now as the rest of the team is showing up, Nigma actually back up a little bit on the side though. Resolution's in trouble. It doesn't need the damage of the Divine Rapier. Just a Timber Saw can bring that Omni down pretty fast.
And it's great too. This is a better spot to fight than on top of a rack, right? When you look at all the space that Nigma can play with. How do you get through these two cores?
Okay, there's a King's Grip on the Medusa. They don't have a way to be able to stop this yet. Slam goes down, but not quite enough to be able to kill Weehaw. A little bit more damage from Kuman, possibly. Weehaw limps away under 10 HP. Meanwhile, Miracle has 1,000 health and 500 mana, but that Divine Rapier is enough to be able to force Virtus Pro back. Weehaw is going to be able to reset. They couldn't get a critical kill there, unless maybe Mind Control. He's a little bit low. Science tries to jump forward, unable to do so. Kuman, he just starts seeing a little bit of stabs, bit by bit. He's got to play this a very long, drawn-out team fight. He never fight directly. He's going to be able to pounce onto Mind Control here, locking down that Timber Stop, and he needs to be able to back away. They managed to get nice off onto two. A Pitcher comes down, Miracle, low on mana, but Kuman's trapped and cut down by Timber Stop. Miracle, with the monster kill streak, pushes forward once again. Pretty much no mana left in the bank, but he still has that second life. Virtus Pro, they just say, we can't do it. We can't do it without Kuman. Nigma are too damn good.
Final score, 20-4. Nigma absolutely smoked them there, and I don't really think there was a damn thing VP could do about it.
Yeah.
The moment that Aegis is picked